Hey Wyatt, first of all, congratulations on the new little brother. I'm sure you're pretty excited about that. I did get the news that you're going to full NTI, and so I'll be working on lessons and posting lessons for you with regards to that. So I wanted to do a video and kind of go over the things that you probably need to do to make up the work that you missed last week, so that you can start NTI at the same spot everybody else is in. I do want to kind of give you a heads up. I'm going to set up a Google Classroom page that you will be the only member of. It'll be 6 Science NTI. And so in your email, your school email, you need to be checking that daily, by the way, once you go NTI. Every single morning, first thing, check that, because that'll be communication from all your teachers on there. But I'll invite you to that page because I'll post things specifically for you on there, and I want to make sure that you have access to that. So be looking for that, and you should just have to click the join once you see it. Some of the stuff that you missed while we were out, I'm going to actually switch you over so that you're looking at the computer screen so you can kind of see. This is Google Classroom. I'll transfer these over to that NTI site so that you have access to them then. But these are the postings for the past week, and I wasn't sure whether you did any of this yet, so I want to make sure you see it and that you get this done first, just to kind of catch you up. Okay, so on the last week, one of the things that you missed was we were talking about continental drift. We started talking about that. But to wrap up heat transfer, which I do think you were here for, I posted this on Google Classroom, and this is a heat transfer photo scavenger hunt. So if you call up this slide, this tells you the requirements for it. You need to make 1 slide. Some kids decided to make 3, that's fine. But you need a picture from around the house, something you found in your daily life, of each form of heat transfer. So 1 for radiation, heat transfer across an empty space. 1 for conduction, heat transfer through direct contact. And 1 for convection, which is heat transfer in a liquid or gas that makes it go in a circular motion like we studied in the mantle and the asthenosphere. So you take those 3 pictures, you put them on 1 slide or 3 different slides, and you label each picture with the type of heat transfer. So that is an assignment that the kids are going to have due on Monday. I obviously can take yours a little later. I'll give you a few more days on that, but that's some pretty easy points, and it'll show me that you understand what those forms of heat transfer are. So the other thing that you'll want to look at when you do that heat transfer project, there is this video here that'll give you some ideas about things you might take pictures of and kind of review conduction, convection, and radiation for you. So click on that link and watch the video. These were all posted, let me see the date, October 13th. So that's the date you're going to look for these. So watch the video over here and then go and check the requirements for the photo scavenger hunt. Science starters are posted every single day. So click on these when you start your science work each day, and then go over on the side and find the one for the date that you need. So here was the one for the 12th, for instance, and make sure that you're keeping up with those in your binder, and you should have already your own section for those. Remember, you need the date, you need the question, and you need an answer. So each day when you start your science work, do the science starter first. And then for this day, I would move on again to watching the video and doing the heat transfer, reading about the heat transfer scavenger hunt so you can get that done. Now, the other thing that you've missed this week is, and this is posted on a couple of days because we did it over a couple of days, is the theory of continental drift notes. So you need to click on this link here. This again is still on October 13th. And there are a number of slides about continental drift. Here's what you need to make sure you get in your notes. There are 3 pieces of evidence from Alfred Wagner. They start right here about to support continental drift. That was his theory. So you need to, in your notes, make sure that you write all 3 pieces of evidence and explain them a little bit. And then after you do that, then there's a cool animation to watch. Actually, both these links are the same thing, But this one is the safe YouTube, which I would rather you use. It doesn't have the ads in it. It makes sure that you're not looking at content that wasn't intended by me. So I'd rather you use the bottom link there. But it's kind of a cool video. Will help you with your understanding. Then we have another section in your notes. This is newer evidence after Alfred Wagner that we've come up with as new technology was developed. So I want you to write about these pieces of evidence. So you've got one here, these underwater mountain ranges. You have seafloor spreading. There's kind of a cool link here. It's just a really quick clip that shows you what seafloor spreading looks like. And then you have these other bits of evidence, age of the seafloor, ocean trenches, and that will complete the new evidence. There's a brain pop. We're going to watch this on Monday, so you may want to save this for Monday here. This is the link, but it's also the same link that's down here. And again, this is the safe tube, which I feel a little bit better about. So if you do those things, you will have caught up with the required stuff that you missed last week. Also, something that was just kind of cool that I hate that you missed last week, but you can see pictures of it here. I did a demonstration for the kids in the lab, and it was these lava lamps, but I've got a clip here that Steve Spangler did. So you can see it, you can watch it on here, and then you can complete the same sheet that the kids completed, and that way I can give you a grade for that because that was a graded piece. So let me go back to where that was. Okay, of course, technology. It's taken me a minute. I'm going to go back in here. Okay, again, under classwork. I always go also, just kind of FYI, I always go over here to the topics and click the one we're on. It brings everything to the very top for you. So there's plate tectonics. All right, so this was posted on October 13th. You know, this other stuff, it looks like it was October 12th, actually, not the 13th. This was posted on October 13th, though, and they watched the demo, and then they completed this sheet. It was about density and convection that they got from watching the demo that I did for them. I want you to complete the same sheet, so print it out and complete it while you watch this, the bubbling blob lava lamp video clip. So watch the video clip and complete that sheet, and then just take a picture of it and send it to me, and then that way I can get you a grade on that. This is kind of a cool video clip, and again, make sure you're doing these science starters you missed, but this is a cool video clip. This was posted on the 14th, and this shows how the continents have moved. So it starts with 100 million years ago, and it moves to 100 million years in the future, so you can kind of see where they've gone to and where they will be in the future. So it's kind of a cool one. You might want to watch that. It's about maybe 2 or 3 minutes. This is just some more of the continental drift notes because we were finishing those up. And then what we're going to be starting, we didn't get to this yet, so what we're going to be starting on Monday is plate tectonics. So this is the newer theory, newer version of the continental drift theory. And so we'll be going through these notes. And what I'll do is on your NTI Google Classroom page, I'll post this for you along with the Science Starter for Monday. And these will be notes that go into the notes section of your binder. And this one's only, it's about 10 slides, but most of them, as you can see, don't have much in the way of content on them. So we will probably finish this up Monday and do these all in one day. So again, I want you to be keeping up with this. Do that catch-up work first, and then on Monday, I'll have you set up on NTI, and you'll be able to start working on these plate tectonics notes. So hopefully that helps you to get to where the rest of the class is right now. I will tell you from working with kids in NTI, the key is communication. So every day, Wyatt, when it's time for science class, so your normal class time, which is, 1:50, I guess, get on Google Classroom and see what I've posted for you for that day. Do the science starter first, just like you always did in class. Put that in your binder. That should be handwritten, date, question, answer. And then look at what I've posted for you that day. Make sure that you read the directions, and then make sure that you go back and open up all the links. If you have questions, shoot me an email. I'm sure, as you know, I'm teaching during that time, but at the end of the day, I'll check that and make sure I get back to you as quickly as I can. But you got to let me know when you're having trouble, and you have to keep up, because it's going to be really difficult for you if you let yourself get behind to try to play catch up with all of that. Otherwise, it'll be really manageable for you. So anyway, that's the information I need you to have so that you can get yourself kind of back to where you were when you left. And I'm so happy for you and your family to have a new addition like that. That's really blessed news. And I think you're going to do well with NTI. Just stick with it and keep those same habits you had at school. I'll talk to you soon, Wyatt. Bye-bye.